Yeah, Little Midnight. He's cute. He looks very derpy. I love it. Alright. So then.
I'm one of two who have a character who's a little bit photorealistic.
Yeah, I was wondering why there's Emperor Palpatine in the corner there. So anyway, I am ready to begin. So, we're going to hand everything over to the new Dungeon Master for Tuesday nights for the foreseeable future, Seph.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And are we ready? To cue some music.
I pretend I'm ready.
Ooh.
That is already a good
As-
start. We've got this. Maggie, no,
It's
don't
been-
step on my art projects.
It's been 6 months since Squish. Since Squish, Professor Calf, and Jeremiah came to the town of Rimar. It was during their time here that they were asked by the druid Gethsemane to investigate a cult beneath the city's catacombs, led by Lord Haramont. It was during this time that they discovered the terrifying truth that Lord Haramont was attempting to return to the world Nikavod, one of the 5 calamities, a vicious, evil red dragon who enslaved the local dwarves over 500 years ago. Years have passed since. Most have passed since. Professor Calf has vanished, going to contact his mysterious mistress. Well, Squish has been looking after the recently hatched Midnight, a small black dragon they found in the cult's headquarters. We open with Jeremiah and Squish in the Battered Mask Tavern, simply enjoying a nice, relaxing drink.
Now, I just looked over the extras in Squish's character sheet and seen that I do still technically have a pet rat called a Ratigan.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you did.
You still have your Radigan, yeah. Still
Excuse you,
cheese
he's not a
over
rat,
there.
he's a mouse.
That.
He's not a rat, he's a mouse. If you call him a rat, he'll
So-
feed you cats.
So, if you'd like to introduce your characters to the audience, please.
Who will start?
Jeremiah and Squish at the moment.
No, I mean, Squish, you want to go first to introduce yourself to the others?
Hi, I'm Squish. Everything's going on. I'm a bit of a nervous little goblin. Switching over. Squish is a nervous little goblin who learned the ways of the monk by watching a monastery on the hill. Eventually she joined the monastery for a short time, but the monks just found her amusing. The reason she's called Squish is because that's the noise she made whenever she was quote-unquote being beaten up by the trainee monks.
Oh,
My name's Jeremiah Undermin. I'm, as you can tell from my garb, a barbarian. I've come here. I don't really remember why right now. Yeah, basically he's a barbarian. I didn't go as far as usual with my character this time.
Nothing to worry about, Cork. Absolutely nothing to worry about.
Yeah, usually I go way overboard, so
The
let's
two of
just say
you,
it's a good thing.
the two of you are just conversing. It's been an easy 3 months or so. You've had the occasional job, mainly at Lord Sirius's discretion, but he's more or less forbade you to leave the city as long as Midnight is in your possession.
Yeah. How's that little bugger anyway?
Oh, he's doing great. He doesn't try to eat people anymore.
Oh, that's good.
He's a good boy. Who's a good boy? Like scratch under his chin.
Midnight's kind of... Originally, Midnight was about the size of a house cat, but now he's roughly the size of a border collie.
You know, he's gonna outgrow us soon. Then you'll have to think about what to do with him. If you set him free, or you try to keep.
Set him free. He is free. He's my friend. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're my little friend, aren't you? Hi, Lucy. Where are you?
That's how the cats move in.
Yeah. No Pink Panther doorbell theme yet.
Oh, she's outside. She'll appear at some point.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, you told him this little ditty. How did it go? Da 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 da. That was weird.
From the corner, a golem stares at you. A female golem just stares at you. Look, I've already told you all. My father programmed me with a very selective repertoire when he brought me to life.
I wasn't talking about you, my friend. I was talking about the dragon. He's picked up on that song as well. See?
It's his lullaby. It helps him sleep.
You remember this golem as the Iron Murmur from the last adventure, your first time in this city.
Yeah.
I
Trying
still
to
think
make
it's a
a
little
smart.
weird.
What's weird?
Metal person.
Well, I heard some people are trying some weird stuff with other materials.
Well, he's just. As you look to the door, you notice a kobold cleric walking, who's also very familiar. I see. Would you care to introduce yourself?
Yes, I am Samael Morningstar, a former human turned kobold by a crazy witch with an unfinished polymorph potion.
Gee, come on.
I was saved by our Lord Bahamut and given this trial as a kobold.
Well, can you please stop playing that song? Sorry, it's the dragon's favorite song apparently.
Anyway, get on.
Midnight just kind of looks up at you, Jeremiah, just approvingly.
Jeremiah just gives him a slight pat on the head.
He seems very pleased with that. He's a good little dragon.
He's my little boy.
Well, Mr. Morningstar, have a seat. Have a drink.
Gladly. See him scramble up onto the chair and kind of sit there as table comes up to just about upper chest.
So you're on the same level as Squish then.
Yeah, they really need to improve their high chair situation here. They only have one, and they reserve it for babies.
I will not suffer that indignity.
I take offense to that.
Just want to point out, this is a city with a lot of dwarves in it.
Yeah, the dwarves bring their own stools.
Kobold smaller than a dwarf, thank you.
I know. I know. Look, I'm a barbarian, I'm not that dense.
And, just to recap, I didn't hear what Jurnis was.
I am a goblin.
Okay.
This is a Squish.
Hi.
Goblin friend of ours, and, well, the owner of this little fella. As he
That's my
ruffles
boy.
the scales of midnight.
Midnight again just seems very happy to be getting this attention.
Just don't you start bursting into flames or anything.
He's not that kind of
mid-
dragon.
Yeah, Midnight just kind of tilts his head. He's a black dragon.
You know how many black dragons I've encountered?
One.
Including Midnight, one.
As the three of you are conversing, you notice someone in a hooded cloak enter the tavern.
Who's that? Friend of yours?
The hooded figure walks towards your table and takes a seat, removing a hood to reveal Captain Small, the Goblin Paladin, personal enforcer of Lord Cyrus, and the one who usually comes to you when there's a job in the offering.
Apparently, I cheer happily.
Yeah, that's supposed to be Midnight, sorry about that.
Well, you cheer happily.
It's funny though.
I don't know why. You scritch and you cheer. Anyway, Captain, what do we owe the pleasure of your presence to?
This is not easy to say, but it seems that there is a bit of a crisis going on.
What kind of crisis?
Lord Cyrus will fill you in, but I'm to bring you before him and the council.
The council?
Yes, a council of war has been convened.
So it's not about me not cleaning up the dragon turs. Okay.
That is somewhat related to... She kind of indicates Midnight. Someone has come to see him as well, but need I remind you that the people in the War Council are very important people, not just in this city, but in the kingdom as a whole.
Well,
Don't
Guess we'll
worry,
clean
I'll
up.
behave. I'm rethink that voice, but anyway.
I'm sure he will, Miss Squish, but the council, as I say, they're very important people.
meaning
And
they
it's-
don't like to wait.
Yes, well, one I can definitely say doesn't like being kept waiting. But
Well,
you're also going to be meeting with a foreign dignitary and her representatives as well. I believe that your friend Mr. Irwin informed you of her existence.
Oh no.
Well, I suppose you got all your equipment gathered?
Well, wait.
Squish looks
Not
at her
like
tiny
I-
bag. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I shall take you to the castle. Follow me.
Yeah.
And with that, we are going to change scene.
Da-da-da.
In the
Ooh, regal.
in a little anteroom.
Redecorated. I don't like it.
Because say we've cut the scene to a different character. Getting everything set up at this point. In a
what,
little-
DM unprepared? Never.
In a little anteroom within the castle, An elegantly dressed woman is speaking with a young girl. Anarchy, my dear?
Not a girl. Also,
The girl, okay.
yes.
Yes, just for the sake of... I'll just say youngling then.
I mean, you could call them deer and stuff.
Yeah. Anarchy, my dear, are you there? Are you awake?
Yes. I'm here. Sort of like bouncing up and down on my toes and stuff.
The woman smirks a little behind her mask and goes, I always enjoy seeing you being so big, so youthful, so energetic. Tell me, have you learned anything of our current location?
Nice. Very pretty. Super pretty. I checked out all of the floors. They're very shiny. People come to clean them like every day.
Oh my dear, this is not like my beautiful lagoon back in Ventral. These Holbornians, they are not quite as elegant as we, but we do create beautiful palaces.
Everything looks breakable. I'm afraid to touch anything.
That is always good to be wary, my dear. I trust that dear Holly has not been too, shall we say, occupied.
Eh.
The mistress sort of giggles. She knows that Holly, your other party member, a tiefling cleric, has been very quiet of late.
Very, very quiet. I sometimes try to sneak up, but it's too quiet. My footsteps are always like plonk, plonk, plonk down the halls.
Oh, my dear, you are still young, you will learn.
I want to pounce on her.
She will... I doubt she would mind that too much, but her mind is not quite with us right now, so I would hold off on doing so.
Okay, I'll just stalk her for now.
Totally not covering the fact that we should have D here tonight. But no matter, I fear that the dreary council will have to reconvene in a minute. I wish you to be at my side when we go in there. Holly as well. She indicates.
I'll do my best to stand still.
Excellent. And of course, darling Professor Carf will also be with us. He's currently still in there. Apparently one of the councilmen is an old colleague of his.
Is it important? The meeting, council meeting?
My dear, I would not wish to trouble you with our reasons for meeting, but needless to say, you will have to perform a service for me.
Yes.
If only all my people were as eager as you, my dear.
I ask for but one thing in return.
And that is?
A hug.
Oh, very well, come here. The woman gently puts her arms around you and pulls you close to her. She's very maternal. You remind her a lot of what she used to be like when she was your age.
Oh.
A very, very long time ago.
Very, very long time ago.
Not 10,000 years ago. Long. What?
Curiously enough, yes.
Just a little shorter.
As this lovely, nice scene plays out, Squish, Samael, and Jeremiah are brought into a room next door. I'm just going to change the music to something a little more.
Go and get something a little more regal.
Yeah. As you're brought in, you see 5 people sat on one side of the table, and an elderly-looking wizard on the opposite side.
Why do I suddenly feel like I'm at a court hearing?
The wizard is talking to a masked drow about some dull academic business. In the corner stands another elf, but this one seems unusual. She too wears a mask, but you can't quite point on the fact as to why she appears to have glowing lines on her skin. Small clears her throat slightly and just goes, My Lord Sirius, I have brought your chosen representatives. It's good to see you all. And I'm just going to share this. This is the council.
Bunch of looking chaps.
Call it now, Wolfguard. Minister Wolfguard is evil.
I'm not going to spoil it because his identity is going to be very interesting in the future. But
He is.
You know,
He's
I totally agree.
as. I don't know why.
Lord Sirius smiles and goes, I'd like to introduce you all. This is High Minister Wolfguard, Queen Brigitte's personal representative. It's a pleasure to meet you. This is Father Maldorian. He's the High Cleric from the Order of the Umbral Crescent. You know, the paladins and clerics that protect us from the undead in this kingdom.
Pleased to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you as well. My gentleman friend here, Professor Talwyn of the Academia Arcanum.
Hope you're not blowing anything up recently. Last time we were asked to clean up after you, it was a little bit of a mess.
Talwyn more or less ignores that, just gives a grunt of acknowledgement. And last but not least, Lady Morgan Lowell, representative of Duke Robert of Gilaba.
My lady.
It is a pleasure to meet you, sir. I'd like anyone who has magic to roll perception, please.
As I'm not magical, I can't roll perception.
Give me 1 second. I had to reload my page and forgot to open the
No problem.
Sounds like it sucks to be you, my dude.
perception.
21. You notice Lady Morgan's pet raven sat on her shoulder is not natural.
No, he's not coming from Super Mario.
The five of them greet you in their own way. Professor Talwyn's too preoccupied discussing academic matters with Professor Carth, but the rest seem pleasant enough and pleased to meet you. Well then, I suppose we should bring our guest back in. Small, if you would do the honours, please. Small goes over to the anteroom and knocks gently. After a few seconds, a woman in an elegant-looking gown and mask enters the room, accompanied by two tieflings, one quite young-looking, the other seemingly distracted.
Oh, God damn it, Holly.
Oh, hi there, Jeremiah.
What the hell are you doing here?
Well, I kind of was after a job, and the mistress decided to let me come.
Still with the Raven Queen?
Of course. You notice, I'd like to roll everyone to roll perception, please.
Of course, my first roll I rolled great. My second roll,
Jeremiah and Patrick, you notice nothing too unusual. Anarchy, could I get a perception roll, please?
Oh, yep. Sorry. I was sitting there going, yep, I'm just kind of here.
Yeah.
Oof.
10. Everyone else, you don't notice it, but Squish, you notice Lady Morgan smirking to herself.
Oh, this is disconcerting.
The mistress smiles and goes, "Now I see that you have brought your representatives. I'd like you to introduce you to mine. This is Miss Holly. She is a very powerful young lady. And this is Anarchy."
There's a lot of like jiggling up and down, like trying to keep still, but like the little like doo.
And the mistress motions towards the elf in the corner. "And this is Miss Ardeth." The elf gives you all a nod. "Now, Lord Cyrus, now that we have gathered our representatives, I would like to indulge you as to the nature of our little detente." Very well. He motions for the 6 of you all to sit down.
Again, Samael scrambles into the chair and kind of positions himself so he can see.
I'm going to be blunt. For the last month, ships have been disappearing off the southern coast. At first, we assumed it would be the Ventralian Empire rattling the saber, so to speak. But the mistress came here to inform us that Ventralian ships have also been going missing in the same area. Naturally, it concerns me. Those dolts in the council are all too eager to go to war with Holborn, but personally I see no point. Precisely. So, it has been agreed that we are to pool our resources and secretly send a team to investigate these disappearances. Cyrus motions.
Could just be that their poor sailors didn't run them aground.
I'm hoping that's all it is, Jeremiah, but we can't discount the possibility that someone is causing these problems.
You mean pirates?
Pirates, yes. The Maelstrom Islands are not a powerful political union, but let's just say I doubt they would shed too many tears if our vessels were sank off their coast.
Have there been any survivors from these incidents?
Not as such. We haven't found any. Needless to say, it's a problem that needs to be looked into. And since...
So let me guess. You want us to hop on a ship and get hopefully kidnapped?
Not quite. There are some sailors from the Maelstrom Islands in Remar at the moment. I would advise you show them this letter of marque and acquire their aid in navigating the islands.
We will see what we can do. Certainly, we want this problem fixed straight away.
Indeed we do, my friend.
Don't know if that is a good place for Midnight to go, though.
Oh no, at this point the High Minister speaks. Oh no, your little friend there will be quite at home in the water.
You know, Squish. Squish gets upset when Knight is not doing well.
Are we getting water? I don't think I can swim. I've never tried.
There's always a first time.
This is not going to end well.
That's what we thought last time.
Man, I can
Yes.
swim though. You should see him swimming in his baths.
At this point, Maldorian speaks up. Yes, we're all quite aware of the debt we owe for dealing with Haramon's little insane ambitions. Samael, would you please give me a religion check?
Sorry.
Could you give me a religion check, please?
Okay. Religion. Come on, roll.
Natural 20. This is an inkling in the back of your mind, but you notice something extremely unsettling about Maldorian. The fact that he's wearing a full face helm is just the very tip of the iceberg with him.
Alright then.
Now I'm curious, why was that a religion check?
Would I recognize anything about the mask?
I would roll a perception check.
Perception.
Yeah, you notice nothing unusual about the mask. Lord Sirius tenses his fingers in the Gendo Ikari pose. And goes, well, as I say, that's basically the long and short of it. We're going to require you lot to go to the Maelstrom Islands, look into these disappearances, find out what's causing them, stop it, and come back in.
And bring back whoever is still out there.
Maldorian weighs his options as he speaks. That is, if you are able to bring them in alive. I doubt it.
There's always the possibility. No, I concur.
I'm just going to take this opportunity and ask any of you if there's anything you'd like to do while confronted by the council.
Yeah, Anarchy's gonna grow a little bored with the proceedings and try to sneak under the table, like slip under the table. Just slide right out of the chair.
Squish wants to look around and see if anybody is eyeing up her little child.
Yes. I'd like you to roll perception for me, please. 14. You notice Wolfguard taking a particular interest in Squish.
What is it, Squish?
I don't like the way he's staring at Mike, baby.
Oh, I wouldn't worry, my little friend. Actually, that reminds me, we must have a conversation.
Well, now I'm terrified.
Oh, don't worry. Merely just want to check on the little fellow.
Who, is everybody here sitting, like that guy that's talking, is he sitting at the table?
Yes, he's the guy with the glasses and the
Cool.
slightly hazel-coloured hair. Is it more chestnut?
While I'm under the table, I'm gonna try to go and just nap that guy's ankles really fast and look up, like, through the gap in the legs and say, I gotcha.
Which guy? The
guy that's inquiring about midnight.
Oh, the High Minister. He notices, he just chuckles to himself. Young lady, there is a time and place for such things. he doesn't seem bothered by it, but yeah, he's more just trying to be like a stern grandparent, basically.
Stick out my tongue at him and creep back to my seat.
This is
You-
going to be fun.
I see, when I tried that, I got kicked.
You notice Maldorian seems to be giving off an air of, I can't be doing with this.
So,
Is there anything else you'd like to try?
How is the mistress sitting? Like, what's her posture? Because I'm gonna mimic exactly all of her movements as she does anything from now on.
The mistress, as she often does, sits there elegantly, as if she's in charge of the entire room.
I do the same thing, but maybe a little like over exaggerated and with more flair.
Yeah.
God damn it.
The mistress notices this and smiles to herself. She's become quite taken with you over the time she's been looking after you.
Heck yeah.
I have one question, mistress, if I may.
Of course, my friend. What is it?
Can you get that one fixed?
Mistress tilts her head and goes, "Oh, my sweet Anarchy is very able at what she does. A little young and, shall we say, foolish with it. But, as I say, she is learning."
I'm just thinking that the small pranks of hers can get old very, very quickly.
I assure you.
Narrowing my eyes slowly at him.
I assure you, Jeremiah, Anarchy, when it comes down to business, is extremely capable and professional.
I'm not doubting her about the business. I'm just thinking of the terms outside of business. And he looks pointedly over to her.
The mistress smiles and says, "Oh, I'm sure that Professor Calf, Holly, or Ardeth here is all too willing to help rein her in if she needs it."
Well, I've known Holly for a while. How did she end up in your service anyway? She's with the Raven Queen. They're not usually the most, well, except Holly, the most sociable people. Just answered my own question there.
Roll a perception check.
Well, I used the word that gets Elaine's mom a little bit antsy.
Perception. Yeah, you can't really tell that much, but yeah, Lady Morgan her smile has grown at Venture. She's clearly amused by something.
Well, I just hope Holly doesn't chew my ear off.
I promise I won't. At least
I'm
not...
sorry, did you just call me Ryster?
Right, yeah. Sorry. Full sorry. Don't worry, Jeremiah.
I mean,
promise you won't.
I accidentally slipped into the voice, so
Yeah.
point still.
At this point, Lord Sirius just goes, "So, are there any further questions?"
Do you have any idea where we should start?
Does he have to be alive, or can we just bring you, like, evidence?
Frankly, so long as this ship disappearances stop, we'd be happy. Even though we can't officially endorse you until after your return, you will be working under the authority of Queen Brigitte herself.
So, we're privateers?
Manner speaking, yes.
Do I get, like, the hat with the big feather?
I suppose if you wanted to, you could always go and see Mr. Irwin, see if he could acquire one for you.
I hop up onto my seat, like, feet where your butt should go, and I just go, the enemies will live and die by my blade!
Everyone except Maldorian seems amused by that.
Is she coming with us?
Yes, she is one of the mistress's free appointed members of this expedition.
You know, I can't promise that Midnight won't eat her if she gets too annoying.
Oh, I'd be worried about midnight. And I do like a little chompy thing with my sharp teeth.
Come here, my baby! It's
To be honest.
full-on cat hiss.
Ropes.
All we have to do is reduce the sugar in her diet.
Roll perception.
Perception. Okay.
All of us are just one person.
I'd say all of you.
All right. I try to see.
Just want to point out too, Squish has mixed up what a privateer is with a musketeer. That's what she's asking about.
Yep.
1 second.
Curse my kobold body.
Samael, you don't notice anything, but Squish, Eli, and Jeremiah, you will notice the elf in the corner, who's called Ardeth, seems to be tilting her head slightly and staring at all of you. And
I stare back.
you can see from inside her mask, her eyes are glowing gold.
I stare back and do little claw hands in the air at her.
She sort of tilts her head a little further at that.
Can you do the light trick with just one eye too?
Ardeth turns to look at Jeremiah and just goes, "Light trick."
Well, it seems your eyes are a little bit on the glowy side.
It is part of my power.
Well, you never know. I once met a bard who had conjured up glowing eyes. They could do a lot of tricks with that.
Maldorian butts in at this point. I would advise not pushing that one, friend.
Oh, they know each other apparently. Okay.
No, he was talking to you.
Yeah. No. Apparently, she knows that guy. Okay.
Anyway,
Sorry about that.
Let's
He
continues.
looks a little sheepish to glowy eyes, the elm. As he now calls her.
She just seems mostly unperturbed by everything. Would you roll me a history check, please?
Not like I have any history.
Yeah, anyone who fancies it, yeah.
You know what? Can't do worse.
Yeah. Everyone but, again, Samael, I'm not sure. I think you're too creeped out by Maldorian to remember this, but Squish, Jeremiah, and Anarchy, you recall that certain types of elven wizards, wear these masks as a symbol of office. She is a blade singer. A very particular kind of elven wizard who specializes in sword use as well as magic.
I was going to ask if she sings to the sort of, or the sort sings, but I think she might be a little bit ticked off at me.
I've rolled perception. 8. You can't tell what she's thinking or feeling. It's almost like she doesn't feel anything.
Well, once encountered a high elf.
I see. Is everything
full of
okay?
it.
It seems like your mic is rubbing off something.
Me?
Yeah. Your mic was crackling a lot there.
Nope.
That's not me. I'm not getting
Nope,
any input
That's
when I
what
talk.
I see.
Oh, so it's icy. Is that you, Lizzie?
Might be me. I moved around just a little bit to throw something away.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Lord Sirius.
For accusing you wrongfully, icy.
But
No,
I almost
no,
got away with the crime.
Icy's only there when we hear a fan blowing.
Yeah.
it's winter. I don't need a fan.
Well, no,
Well-
you have a heater.
Lord Sirius and the mistress look to each other and both nod in agreement. So, we have an agreement then. 3 of our adventurers, 3 of yours. We'll go and investigate these disappearances. The mistress nods and indicates for Anarchy and Professor Carther, Holly, and Ardeth to join the 3 of you.
Awesome. I do so, but I go under the table to their side.
4 of you and 3 of us.
At this point, for the first time, Professor Talwyn actually speaks. I assure you, gentlemen and ladies, that Professor Carve here is an esteemed member of a former member, I should say, of the Academia Arcana. He is here representing our interests as much as the mistress's.
Why do I feel like I'm in school? With the headmaster standing right behind me.
The first time you actually hear Talwyn chuckle, you notice his mask is similar to Ardeth's. He's a blade singer as well.
Well, I'm thinking of what we might need. Aside from sea biscuits.
What are those
Lots.
Hard. Very,
Very
very
hard.
crunchy.
Lord Sirius, at this point, hands you a small package. Within it is enough gold to buy some seafaring supplies and to hire a ship. Inside is also a letter bearing his name and 2 letters bearing his name, sorry. One for the captain of this ship to claim more expenses once the voyage is over, and the other is for Erwin.
Well, we better get going then.
Just at this point, the High Minister speaks up and just goes, just one thing, since the Council is no longer in session, would you mind if I had a quick word with you, Miss Squish?
Okay.
Okay. Small ushers the rest of you out as the Council leave. Meantime, the High Minister comes over to where Squish and Midnight are sat. I do apologise, my dear. I should have come here sooner, but I'm quite a busy man, as you appreciate.
Okay.
Now, may I have a look at Midnight, please?
You're not gonna hurt him, are you?
Of course not. I'm not going to hurt him at all.
Okay, because just fair warning, if you hurt him, he might take your hand off.
Don't worry, I've been bitten by dragons before. Roll insight on that.
Sure, because I'm about to call bullshit on that.
22. He definitely has been bitten by dragons before.
You make a habit of sticking your hand in dragons' mouths?
In a sense of a word.
That's a very bad idea.
All dragons
Oh,
need
yes.
dentists.
Squish holds up an
Not-
arm where there's like this little scar of dragon teeth. He did this when he was teething.
It's understandable. So the dragons who bit me were considerably larger.
Mm. So what
Wolf-
do you want to look at him for?
Oh, just to check he's healthy.
Mm. Squish reluctantly steps aside, but she keeps a hand on the dragon's back.
Okay. Wolfgar gets on one knee to examine Midnight. He checks his teeth, checks his eyes, gently eases one of his wings out, take a look at it. Goes, has he begun his breath weapon yet?
Nothing substantial. Few dribbles.
Oh, that's good, that's good. He's still very young. It usually takes about a year before their breath weapon is potent enough, but I'd say he's on track. I'd like
you
you
know all
to-
about dragons, don't you?
Let's just say I have a considerable knowledge of their existence.
Someone said that he'll slow down in growing now for a while. Is that true?
Yes, it'll be another year or so before he gets another growth spurt.
Okay.
It usually takes about 6 years to grow to a substantial size where he becomes a wormling, but for now he's on track.
Mm. Hear that, Little Midnight? You're doing good.
And you notice he seems a little uneasy, but
He's like, give him his squitches between the wings.
Wolfgard smiles, gives him a gentle scritch, whispers something in Draconic to him.
What does he say?
I would like you to roll perception, please.
Because Squish learned Draconic over the time skip. Perception.
Ooh, 9. Let's roll that again. You have learned Draconic, but you're still not quite used to it yet. You do pick up the words basically along the lines of "be a good boy."
Okay. Less defensive now, but still watching him carefully.
Well, I see no problem. I'm sure you will raise him very well.
He's a good boy.
I'm certain he is. Well, I'd best not keep you waiting. Your friends are outside. I'm sure that you'd like to get on your way as soon as possible.
I'm sure he'll like a little swim. Come on, boy.
Okay. Midnight kind of sticks to your heel, basically.
Oh. Though he's probably the size where I could ride him like a mount.
More than likely. As you leave, the rest of you are in a little antechamber outside where you were. Smalls kind of waiting there to lead you outside.
Again, Holly, I don't want to convert to the Raven Queen.
Are you absolutely sure, Jeremiah?
Yes.
Okay.
We've had that conversation a year ago.
Well, that could happen in a year.
Yeah, heard you went somewhere. Somewhere rather cool.
Yes, that was an interesting adventure, to say the least. Okay, I was gonna say, are you all ready to be moved on, or?
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Okay.
gonna hug Miss Missy one last time. I call her Miss Missy now. That's a thing now.
She doesn't mind it. The mistress
Heck yeah.
looks at you tightly and she goes, "Now you be a good girl, Annie. You be good, Anarchy.
I will try my very best.
And if you can't be good, don't get caught."
Okay.
She kind of kisses your forehead and goes,
Yes,
"Now you have fun."
I will every time. I will tell you all about it when I get back.
Take care, my petite.
And then I skip off.
Small has just this look of utter I can't be bothered with this on her face as well, and she leaves. She starts guiding you outside. I would like you all to roll perception.
All right. Womp.
Squishies
Wow.
all.
Wow.
I'll accept that. Yeah, I'll accept that. 1 second. You do that one.
Samael's not looking.
Yeah. Anarchy, you're too happy at the moment to have noticed.
Oh heck yeah.
Squish, I'm going to set that insight instead of the perception. If you want, if you want to, you can debate that. If you want.
Not sure. Let's try insight.
Insight.
Oof.
Can I go with the
No,
perception?
no.
I can say your actual insight before was natural 20, so
Can I go with my perception rather?
yeah. Everyone except Anarchy, you just hear Small going, "For God's sake, have a bloody demon and a witch and God knows what else."
Demon? Witch? What?
She doesn't say, like I say, she doesn't realise you've heard her, so she's kind of leading you all out through the Platinum Commons, into the Silver Commons, and finally to the west side of the city, into the familiar Aurora Commons. Give me a second, I shall... just change the music. 'Cause I know what I'm doing.
Let's say as they start to head outside, Samael kind of winces a little bit before pulling a hood over his head. Bright light. Downside of this body. No, kobolds don't like to be in direct sunlight.
Yeah, kobolds aren't happy with sunlight, which is a good thing when it's an overcast day, though. Just give me a second, I'll just
We
pop
should
you
probably
in.
get you some of those whatchamacallit, those spectacles that he used when he was some people use them when they bind metal together. I'm talking about welding goggles, but of course Jeremiah wouldn't necessarily know what they're called.
I'll be alright. If I have my hood, my cloak and my hood.
Yeah, but at some point we might have a situation where you can't rely on that. It's always good to have a backup plan. Not that when you've seen the Iron Guy back in the inn.
Yes.
Yeah, You might have heard that that there were a few. There was an incident while he was in the making.
Just a good point. If you mean the Iron Murmur, she's a she.
Oh, sorry, she. It is confusing. Constructs usually don't come with genders, but she prefers to be a she.
I was going to say, would you like to roll a history, please?
I'm terrible at this.
You're vague. Yeah, you don't. Yeah, Samael, you remember when you met Badgerig during that particular incident? He did say that the Iron Mummer would decide their own gender and other things as well when the time came.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Oh wait.
Small has just brought you back into the commons. Just goes, right. Well, you all know what you've got to do.
One word,
you-
please.
Yes.
I couldn't help but overhear that you were. You were a little concerned of some. Witches or something, maybe.
Small kind of just. She kind of does that thing with her where you have a headache and you just kind of rub in your nose. You don't know the rumours, do you?
I know a lot of rumors, but not necessarily those that count.
She kind of just brings you into. She kind of just motions for you to come close to whisper. And if anyone wants to try and see what they hear, roll perception check.
Now I'm rolling better. Just
That was a good dragon. Yeah, you're a good dragon. Pay no attention.
Samael and Anarchy, you just hear Smallers go, look, Lady Morgan is known as the Witch of Galaba. She that raven on her shoulder. It's an avatar of, well, the Raven Queen.
So that explains her grinning.
Yes, there's lots
Well,
of
it
very...
sounds like Holly would get along with her very, very well.
More than likely. But, yeah, there's a lot of rumours about her and one of her sons being the Raven Queen's child. It's more trouble than it's worth, but I'm surprised you don't know the rumours about her father Maldorian.
Look, I usually keep myself out of faith where I don't belong.
Well, Father Maldorian
I'm fine.
is currently a servant of Selune, but a long time ago, rumour is he was a servant of Asmodeus, as in not in this realm.
Okay.
I'm not sure exactly what the story is, but rumour is he's actually a demon.
Well, if only we had someone who can speak Undercommon. Or rather, demonic. Undercommon is a little too common. We could
Can I
change.
try to sneak up on their little group? Their little whisper session over there?
I'm going to say everyone but Squish is able to hear him, so...
I know. I just want to get real close without being seen.
Yeah, you can certainly try.
Heck yeah.
Roll stealth.
Where is stealth?
Yeah,
It's in
roll stealth.
alphabetical order.
Oh yeah, you have no problem. She's too busy
I took
making sure...
double proficiency in stealth.
Yeah, you have no problem. She's far too distracted with Jeremiah.
And Jeremiah's not paying too much attention. After all, he's talking to the captain.
I'm gonna wait in anticipation, like shuddering, excited anticipation for the moment like she ends her whole spiel, and then I'm just gonna jump at her and like yell really loudly.
Do you think that's wise?
Sorry?
Do you think that's wise?
Don't do that.
That was out of
It's
character.
Getting you
The
killed.
DM question, are you sure?
Yeah.
The DM question in the same voice as the character.
I was trying to do an impression of John the Measurer, but
I wouldn't know who that is. But I'm
Yeah,
waiting until
thank you.
she's finishing her whole story first, and
Yeah.
then I'm gonna frighten her a
yeah,
bit.
Small's basically finished.
Not like a big scare, just like a rah!
I would like you to give me a dexterity saving throw, please, Anarchy.
Dexterity what?
A dexterity saving throw.
Oh my gosh.
Jeremiah's trying to intervene. So can I do a regular dex check? Or
Yeah, you can try.
regular dex. Let's see. He's quick enough to catch Captain. Not-
Yeah. Anarchy, as you scare her, her reflexes kick in, and quick as a flash, her warhammer flies straight across the top of your head as you duck down at the last second. She nearly took your head off.
Ooh.
That was a very foolish thing to do.
I'm gonna go scamper off and pick up her warhammer or whatever, or try to.
Oh, she didn't throw it. She
Oh, I thought she
swung
threw
it.
it. I was about
Oh,
to
she
be
swung it over
terrified.
your head. But yeah, her reflexes are red hot. She is not to be messed with.
Ooh.
I think
That next time you could get yourself killed.
Had it been a real predator, you would be dead.
had it been a real predator, I would have probably cleaved its head off.
But I snuck up on you. Element of surprise.
As I said,
Small yet again looks like she's got a headache.
as I said, you do that with an enemy, they might end up killing you.
But I would stab the enemy. I wouldn't scare the enemy.
Well, getting stabbed is scary.
And it hurts.
That it
Well-
does, my dear. That it does.
Small just looks like Jeremiah. Small just looks at Jeremiah as if to say, "Yeah, you're going to be the one in charge of this group, aren't you?"
Feels like it. Feels like I'm the dad of the party today.
Anyway, as you recall, Lord Sirius gave you that letter from Mr. Irwin.
Yes.
He'll probably be able to help you with supplies and finding a ship, or at least leads to finding one.
Well, if necessary, I know how to build a canoe, maybe. It's been a long time.
Anyway, I shall take my leave of you.
Have a pleasant day.
You too, and I wish you all luck. Sincerely.
And enthusiastic waving as she leaves.
Small
is-
just kind of puts the hood
Sorry.
back up and leaves.
Bye, Small.
Goodbye, Squish.
He just like lifted Midnight's paw, making him wave.
Cute.
Farewell.
I have to say, the
Yeah.
midnight noises you're making are absolutely adorable.
They're not very easy to make, so I will take that compliment.
Thing is, Jeremiah would probably be able to build a canoe because he is a carpenter by trade.
There's a bit of a distance to go by canoe, though.
Yeah. Yeah. But at least his skills might actually come in handy if the ship gets a leak.
And that is true. So-
Unfortunately, he couldn't captain.
So, where are you planning to head next?
Well, I guess we better head to get our supplies.
Yeah, we should probably talk to her, Erwin.
Yeah. You still want your feathery hat?
No, he'll probably just get in the way.
I mean, you would probably look stylish in a tricorn.
Yeah.
So you're going to go to Irwin.
Yeah.
Okay. You make your way through the streets. You've been in Ramar for a few months. You've got used to the sights and sounds of the Aurora Commons. Just various different races all milling about. A couple of lizard folk walking around. You pass by the workshop of Badrig Hallowhammer, the dwarven smith you encountered when you first came to Ramar, who fell screaming through your table after being teleported into midair.
Yeah.
And you
Good
come.
good times. Good times.
As you walk through, you reach the goblin markets where Irwin plies his trade as a spice vendor. The Goliath on the door waves you through. She's gotten used to you by now.
Hello, love.
Hello there, beautiful.
Anything good new recently?
I can't say for certain. It's been a bit boring here, really.
Well, I might be out of town for a while, but when I come back, we can have a bit of a fun time, maybe.
Promises, big boy.
I didn't
And
leave
bear-
you dissatisfied last time.
Bear in mind,
I mean,
she's
the main
like.
thing was great.
Can I just ask quickly, Jeremiah, how tall are you?
6'2".
She's 7'5".
Yeah. I mean, the meal wasn't bad, was it?
Oh no, I had a wonderful time, but I was rather hoping we'd get to coffee.
Well, maybe this time we'll get to the coffee.
Miss Missy said I can't have coffee.
Ardeth just stares at stares at you after you say that.
Oh, you two go easy there, children around. Covers with that tears.
Anyway, we're here on business, unfortunately.
Alright, go right in.
Irvin's at his stall, or is he
Yeah, he's at his stall.
walking around? No,
Oh no,
at
he's at his stall.
He's not a stall. If you were his stall, it would be weird.
That's true. But yeah, Irwin's at his stall. It's been a few months since you last saw you. Been about a month. I'd say it's been a month since you last saw you, I should say.
Well, let's see what goods he has. Nice little shipment from Australia. I still don't know how to pronounce that place.
Australia. Yeah, Irwin's not noticed you come up yet, so he's still checking on the weird wombat ginger at the moment.
Hi, Erwin.
Ah, bloody hell, it's my favourite little goblin miss. How you been, Flower?
Ah, doing good.
That ginger work for Midnight Tammyache?
Yeah, it seems to. Made him burp a little, though.
That's a good sign. I mean, it's working.
Yeah,
So,
unfortunately, when he burps, he has a little bit of acid spew. But, still young.
Yeah. For those of you who don't even know, Irwin is a Yuan-Ti.
Gesundheit.
So he's basically a large snake man. Doesn't have the whole lamia body thing going on. He's got legs. But yeah, he's basically a snake man. So, what can I do you for?
Well,
And before we continue, I would like Anarchy to roll a perception check.
Cool.
17. As you look around his stall, you notice the mark of the mask on one of the little posts that support hold the stall up. And you know that this is a mark, meaning he works for the mistress as well.
It's a mark that what?
The mark of the mask is the mistress's personal emblem.
I'll walk right up to it and poke it and trace its lines and stuff.
Well,
Erwin tilts his head a little.
she's a little unusual.
Yes, please forgive her.
You
This
don't
is
say.
Miss Missy's.
Miss Missy?
Miss Missy.
Yeah.
I'd heard a few rumours. But yeah, so what can I do for you?
Well, I was about to say, we're here on a bit of an official business, sort of. And
Official?
he hands over the letter.
Erwin takes the letter and he opens it. Quick read through. Double checks the seal on it. And that'll be. Right, so a few days worth of seafaring supplies in.
Yeah, and probably a good captain.
Good captain. I can help you with the supplies, but the captain, that's the difficult part.
Well, at least a ship, or at least a ship in them. Maybe a skeleton crew. I mean,
That's the thing.
I could probably hoist. Is it called hoist the sails? I don't
Hoist the mainsail, yeah.
know. Yeah.
I know a guy who's just come into town, but yeah, he won't talk to anyone direct. You'd have to talk to his first mate.
Right. Where can we find that?
Well, you're bound to find the first mate in the battered mast.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of the first stop for him and his second in command as soon as they get in. Well, third in command, I should say. They always come to town, come and see me, say hi, and then head to the battered mast for a few drinks. But the ship's in town for at least another day or so, so yeah, I reckon if you go to the battered mast, you'll probably find him. Name's Jenkins.
Jenkins. First
Yeah.
mate Jenkins.
Yeah, first mate Jenkins. Let's just say the landlord will probably direct you to him because he's not exactly hard to miss.
Let me guess. Very, very short then.
You could say that. You just know. I'd like you to roll a perception check, please.
Oh,
Anyone who's watching, roll a perception check.
even Jeremiah rolled because he probably got that he just made a massive mistake.
No, Mitty, you can't eat merchandise off the table.
Yeah, Squish is too busy dealing with Midnight, but Jeremiah, Anarchy, and Samael, you notice a smirk on Erwin's face that you really wouldn't want to see on a snake.
Your face got all twisty.
Oh, that's not good. What's wrong?
If it stays like that, is it gonna get stuck?
Erwin kind of lets his tongue flick out. He goes, "Nah, of course not. Just, well, like I say, I've kind of wanted to be a surprise when you meet Jenkins. He's a good guy, but well, like I say, it's gonna be hard to miss."
I love surprises.
Well,
Okay, Erwin reaches back through the curtain behind him and pulls out a decent-sized sack. Should have enough supplies to get you through for a couple of days.
Hey, Erwin, have you restocked your healing potions yet?
Yes, and I have. Interesting point of view?
Definitely.
yeah.
Okay.
We'll need them for this journey.
He reaches under the counter and pulls up a crate containing 6 of them.
How much?
Now then. Let's see. I'd probably say about Call it 30 gold.
How much did they give us?
You have around about 50 gold for expenses now. The rest is for purchasing off the captain.
Fair enough.
Is that like 30 gold each or 30 for all of them?
It's 30 for all of them. Come on, Squish, you know me well enough by now.
I'm not so good with the math.
I think we should take them all.
Seriously?
Seas are a bit dangerous, I heard.
Squish rummages through her coin purse and pulls out a small fistful of gold and starts trying to count out 10. I can put this many up.
Erwin just smiles and goes, I tell you what, Clap to give you a 30 gold and let's just take a crate, it's easier.
Yeah, let's just go into the small little box there.
Okay, so
And,
Squish is giving 10 gold.
Okay. He whips out 2 potions and hands them to you.
No. We take the raid. We
So
still
you
have.
you can give 5 gold each to get the crate.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll chip
Okay,
in
well-
5.
Okay, so is everyone chipping in? Or...
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll chip in.
I mean,
20.
Ollie, you do that too?
Oh, of course, Holly puts in, and Ardeth puts in 5 gold as well. The 6 of you, like I say, Erwin takes the money and just hands you the crate and the sack. Well, pleasure seeing you guys again. Have fun out there on the beautiful blue briny.
I don't know how to swim.
I don't know if I get seasick again.
If we're gonna be gone for a little while, could I buy a little sack of those little biscuits that Midnight likes?
I'll tell you what, my love, I'll throw them in for free. He just hands you a pouch full of the biscuits.
He loves these things.
I'm glad that he does.
Can imagine him now, just as soon as he sees a sack, just like it's like a dog trying to get it.
Fishes out one, give him a stroke.
Yeah, he's just chomping it down and happily. He's happy. Midnight is very happy.
There's a good
He's a
boy.
cute little, he's a cute little bagger, isn't he? Right, well, like I said, a bit off into the bad mouse and probably find Jenkins there. If you see him, tell him that Erwin said hi.
Will do.
Okay.
Okay. What do you want to do now? Is there a
Well-
flashback?
The potions there, are they just standard healing potions?
Yeah, standard healing potions, nothing too fancy.
I'm
Squish,
going
you want to hold on to them?
I was gonna take one and spread them out, but if you want me to just take them all, that's fine.
I mean, I can take one. It's no big deal.
I'm a cleric. I'll probably hold off for now.
Okay, Ardeth nods in agreement with what Samael just said. She doesn't take one.
So Jeremiah's taken one, so I have 5.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
How much gold did I pitch in, by the way? I need to fix that on my sheet.
You pitched in 5.
5? Okay.
Would you like a potion to have on your person?
Probably best not.
Okay.
I was already thinking about, like, opening it. I'm
No,
giving in, like,
that's a bad idea.
I'm giving in to, like, you know, a few of my impulsive thoughts. Because that's what 11-year-olds do.
I am immediately thinking of getting a tiny barrel and putting it around Midnight's neck like the mountain rescue dogs.
The St. Bernards?
Yeah, St. Bernard. Something to think about.
With that, Erwin waves you off goodbye, and you make your way outside the goblin market.
The night.
Huh? Mina just kind of looks up at looks to you, I should say. Head tilted.
I give him, right?
Yep.
A gentle pat on the shoulder. I'm alright.
He's kind of nuzzles up to you.
Oh, he likes you.
So
Well,
let's see.
what dragon wouldn't like me? I give him a scritch on the horns. Right behind
I'd
the
like
horns.
everyone. Can everyone roll religion, please?
Religion.
Squish, you remember for a fact that chromatic dragons hate paladins of Bahamut usually. But Midnight's a good boy. He's basically a little baby, so he's not like all the other chromatic dragons. He likes anyone really.
He's a
At
good
least
boy.
Noah. At least he's not Tiamat.
Are acid dragons chromatic?
Black dragons are chromatic, yeah.
So
Is
many
there-
dragons to remember.
Is there anything else you'd like to do, or do you just want to go straight to the battered mast?
Just have a quick
so
look
we
at my
go-
inventory.
We
see
should go
if I
find
need
this
anything
Jeremy
else.
guy.
I beg your pardon.
The Jeremy guy.
Jeremiah.
That's what I said. Justin.
Well,
Holly, I think I
get
found
that
someone
just in
who's more.
time.
Yeah, I didn't
Okay, so
quite
it's a big
catch. You start making your way back to the battered mast. You're quite familiar with this town, as I said. You spend quite a lot of time here. It's kind of like a second home now.
Yeah.
The landlord, Milligan, knows you quite well as well. I'm just going to quickly swap to it. As you come in, he kind of waves hello, having noticed you've been taken out by Small before. You alright?
Yeah.
Guessing that you've got a little job coming up.
You could say that, yeah.
Oh, nice. Nice. So, what do you want?
I hope
We're
there's a
never
guy
shut-
named. Sorry?
We're in need of a ship, and we're looking for a guy named Jeremy.
No.
Cherries?
No, that. I think she was talking about me.
Well, I don't
Silly
know.
little Anarchy was talking about me.
Well, I'm just going to say this. None
mean-
of you are making sense.
But we're looking for a guy named Jenkins.
Justin.
Jenkins, right.
Justin.
He looks around and says, yeah, Jenkins. He kind of just points to the corner, and you notice two people sat there. The first is a black-feathered Aarakocra with what appears to be a noose round his neck, like a tie. It's not actually a noose, but it's a tie in the shape of one, basically. And next to him, you see this gentleman.
Oh, a turtle.
Yeah, he's yeah, that's Snapper Jenkins, yeah.
Oh,
That's a big turtle.
yes.
God. You guys, I don't know if it's, yeah, the Ravager is not exactly a typical crew.
We're not typical people, as you know.
You can vouch for that. But now, go over and speak to him.
enjoying his company right now.
Oh, no, that's his mate from the ship, Pliny.
Okay, I'm gonna march right up to their table and then slam my hands down on it as much as I can at my height and go, I am your captain now!
Oh my
The
god.
turtle
Anarchy.
just smirks.
Cut it back a bit.
Are you sure they allow children in this bar, little girl?
I am very loud, and I am here to shout that I am now your captain.
Anarchy.
So, I
it
take
out.
it you should probably listen to your father, little girl.
Oh,
my
trust
dad?
me, she's no child of mine.
My dad shouts things like abomination and monster and mean things.
Oh, I can
see.
shout mean things too, my dear.
Is
Just
there a particular reason you're over here bothering me and my friend?
Well, we are currently looking for a little bit of a ship.
I see. Kind of strokes his chin as he's talking.
It's, we might have a bit of a business vessel.
Little tourist cruise around the Maelstrom Islands.
Not quite.
Well, one could say that, yes. In a way, it is.
And I'm pretty sure I saw you in the company of that delectable little goblin that Lord Sirius keeps a leash on.
Well, we had a chat with him, and there might be something available to the ship. He gives a toothy grin.
Okay, first I have one condition. One, don't mention the word EGG. Second, never smile like that at me again.
What did that
Okay. Anarchy, not now.
What did it spell?
Not now. I know you would say it out loud to annoy him.
But what did it spell?
What do you need to make an omelette?
Breakfast?
Roll perception.
You told
Wait,
me not
me
to
or-
say the word.
Jeremiah, you
Say
notice a look of apprehension on Jenkins' face as he looks at his Aarakocra companion very carefully.
Look, she's been pretty sheltered. She doesn't know that some people are brought to this world a little differently.
I lived in
She's
the
not-
woods for 2 years.
Sheltered.
Very sheltered.
Just... Yeah, I'm gonna have to have a caveat of the whole EGG thing. Anything related to them, best not to mention.
Rest of the crew also turtles, or are you all coming from all walks of life?
We come from all walks of life, but Pliny here has a bit of a compulsion.
Well, it's no use to upset them. And he gives a warm smile. Not the wide grin, but a regular warm smile.
I'd say roll perception. Yeah, you notice there's something a little off about this Aarakocra called Pliny. Nothing dangerous, but yeah, you can definitely tell if you use a certain trigger word, he will do something.
Fly off the handle.
Jeremiah's not telling her that he was talking about eggs.
Jenkins he's basically measured you all up. He goes, well, I suppose the captain would probably be interested in a little money-making racket if it involves Lord Sirius's coin.
I am interested in the money-making racket.
You'll do well in a pirate ship, my dear.
I am the captain!
No, that's Captain
Anarchy.
Shaletooth.
No. The ship has a captain already.
Yes, I know. It is me.
It's not you.
Well,
Can you prove it?
I would say the captain's trident would easily prove it, kiddo.
You got me there.
But yes, let me just finish this drink and we'll make our way back to the Ravager. Jenkins is sipping at his rum and then knocks it back a little, just enough to get rid of a decent amount of it that's left. So, like I said, yeah, Captain Shaletooth will listen to you. I'm not sure if he'll take you up on it, but he'll definitely listen.
That's all we can ask for.
Excellent.
Can I ask for a top, a toy? I'm pretty sure I could ask for that.
You want a spinning top?
It makes me dizzy to look at it.
Are you quite sure she should be going on the voyage with us?
I'll get ya.
Choice.
We were asked to take her on.
Really? What kind of...
We've been told she's very capable.
Right, well... He downs his drink at this point and says, company, let's just get going. Okay, Jenkins. And they start leading you towards the port.
I hope it's a good one.
You make your way towards the port, and you notice a decently sized ship sat there with the word Ravager painted on the side.
Looks like you got a little bit of rot there.
So an expert,
Well, I learned to be a carpenter. Probably can fix up a little bits.
Well, I'm pretty sure if you make that known to the captain, he'd be a little more inclined to accept your offer.
Yay! I have a useful character this time around.
Yay!
Yeah, Jenkins and Pliny lead you up the gangplank, and they take you. I'm actually going to switch us to a map for this. So you just have to give me a moment to get everyone onto the ship. Just ignore the fact that the ship is clearly at sea in the map.
Are we on a different map right now? Because I'm still I still have the tavern.
Oh no,
map.
I'm still.
I was about to say, is it
We're
changed?
at the tavern, but he is already preparing the new map.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sometimes
and
it
there's
takes
no
a
map.
while to prepare the map.
yeah. There's
Yeah.
no token for Pliny or Jenkins, so you just have to work with me on that. Yeah, take my word for it. You make your way onto the ship.
Cute.
Thank you very much.
Well,
Now then, which of you he kind of looks around the group and just goes, which of you are more likely to not annoy the captain?
My hand shoots up super fast.
Anarchy. Let the grown-ups.
I don't
Let
say
the
anything, but I
grown-ups
start
talk.
jumping and waving my arm.
Let the grown-ups talk.
Actually, no, I have shit charisma, not me.
I'm not the most charismatic either.
What did he ask again?
Who wants to talk to the captain?
I mean, I'm good.
As a captain, we should definitely talk. Captain to captain.
Anarchy?
I'll
No.
talk to him.
Well, but decide between yourselves. Kind of need to go talk to him now.
Samael, would you be so kind as to talk to the captain?
I will. Be the level-headed one here.
I have a little anarchy that I need to take care of right now.
That sounds like a threat.
Oh, it's not
Oh,
Sounds
no,
like
my
something
dear.
else to me.
Oh no, my dear. He means take care of you in a nice way. Give you hugs and treats, of course.
Okay, Pliny look after these fine folk, and I'll take this one to see the captain. Then motions for Samael to follow.
Which he does.
You're led inside the aft castle of a ship, and Jenkins knocks on this door here. What is it, Jenkins? It's a bit of a business proposition for you, Captain. Let them in. Jenkins pushes the door open for you, Samael.
And steps aside.
Okay. You step inside, and you notice in the corner this bathtub. And sat in it is the captain. And if you give him a minute, sat in it is the captain.
Full on naked? Ah, I was about to say it's a bathtub, so I was very
Is it
confused.
Or trying.
He's not got the trident, he's not wearing the armour either, but yeah. Sat in this bathtub full of fresh salt water is a Saurgin. So, Jenkins said you had a job offer for me. A business proposition.
Before he says that, Samael gives him a salute and a slight bow, and then says, "Yes, Captain. The powers that be, forget their name. Player forgets. Powers that be have enlisted me and my party's aid to look into the disappearances of the ships around the island of Maelstrom."
Yes, I heard about that business. It's not good for my business. That's for certain.
Well, what we are asking of you is passage there, and for the passage should we need it. You will be well compensated, of course.
Hand over the letter.
And after he says that, he pulls the letter
There's
out.
a bloody loud pigeon out here somewhere.
Yes, that's why I carry a hand crossbow. He pulls out the letter.
Smart man.
Midnight, no! Don't eat the pigeon, you don't know where it's been!
Saurgin takes the letter and opens it. I'll be damned. Cyrus himself wants to hire me. He stands up, gets out of the bath, and pulls on his armour and grabs his trident. Well, I see no other reason to dally anymore. Come, introduce me to these friends of yours.
Certainly, Captain. Follow me, if you please.
Okay. The captain follows you back outside. So I'll just Everyone, you notice Samael step out of his door, immediately followed by a very large, very muscular Sourgin.
Alright, does he have the trident with him now?
Yes, he does.
I just kind of stare at it with like wide, sparkling eyes and just kind of whisper to myself, my right to become captain.
He folds his arms and looks around the group because so you're the people Lord Sirius is entrusting to deal with his dirty business in my home.
Yes, this is the party we have enlisted.
Well, I'll be brutally honest with you. A coin don't matter to me. I want favors.
And what would you ask of us?
Nothing of you except one thing. Lord Sirius can offer me a letter of marque. It basically gives me free rein to do whatever the bloody hell I want in his port.
What gives Mark such power?
It's a legal term, dear.
Anarchy, the adults are talking here. And he pulls out a weird bauble from his pouch and tosses it to her. Here, play with that.
What is it?
Yeah, what is
Add a
it?
character. I would say it's
Did you just give her a spinning top?
yeah.
Heck yeah, I am down on the floor now. Like on my stomach, spinning it.
After that, he looks at the captain. Oh, Captain, I believe that could be arranged. With your aid, of course.
Excellent, excellent. As you no doubt guessed, it's a little difficult for me to get into town, so to speak.
Yes. I know the troubles of the flesh myself.
Believe me, my friend, if it was just the troubles of the flesh, I wouldn't mind not being able to get into town, if you get my meaning.
Yes, you are
Dude.
very tall. Your forehead would hit a lot of doorways.
How old is she again?
I am 11 and captain of my very own crew. It includes me so far.
Samael motions the captain to come down and whispers in his ear, "Just go along with it. You're the captain of this ship. We fully accept that. Just let her believe that."
Sure, right, yes. Well, like I said, obviously we'll need some coin to cover the crew's wages, expenses, that sort of thing, supplies, but in terms of actual reward, like I said, Lord Sirius's gracious permission to enter Ramar would be more than acceptable.
Sounds acceptable terms to me. And he motions to whoever's holding the money to bring it forward. I assume that this will be enough for your services.
Okay, I was going to say, who does have the money? I think it was Jeremiah, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yep. He pulled out the chest with the money. I think that should cover.
Samael
And,
opens up.
and to be honest, I've seen that there's a few rough patches on board. I'd be happy to lend my services as a carpenter.
Ah, so you're a useful cove, are you? Well,
Try to be.
Don't think you're just going to be sitting around doing nothing on this ship.
We wouldn't dream of it, Captain. We will be as useful as we can be. I myself am a cleric and can offer aid to any of your crew members that should need it.
Good, because we're going to need help offloading and loading when we get to ports. But yes, having a carpenter would be very useful. Now, if you need...
To the fact that there's a dragon on a ship.
No, he's not really bothered.
Alright.
Meh. Oh, I forgot to mention, I read up on a bunch of different features that tieflings could have. I forgot to tell you, there's one feature that Anarchy has that I really liked in the books that I saw, and it's their shadow points in the wrong direction. It goes toward the sun instead of away from it.
Oh, nice.
Which is just kind of unsettling.
Shelltooth smile. He grins, and you see a large row of shark teeth in his mouth. Well, it seems we have an agreement.
So it seems we should. Seems we do. And Samael holds out an empty hand for him to shake.
He crouches down a little, and his hand is massive compared to yours. But yeah, he shakes your hand to seal it.
With the utmost seriousness and a furrow to my brow, I go for a handshake as well.
He looks a little apprehensive, but does so.
Just humor her.
Again, Samael kind of gets on his tiptoes and whispers in his ear as he's leaning down. Just play along. You have full authority over us. Play along with her.
Well, I have to say, you're an interesting bunch of crows, and no mistake, but that's fair. I'll do what I can to get you where you need to be.
You're most gracious, Captain. When do we depart?
We can depart in the next, Jenkins! Snapper! Yes, what is it, Captain? How are we doing on offloading that gear? Well, we got most of the new cargo safely aboard, but shouldn't be much longer than an hour, give or take. That's good. Sorry, lads, leave's cancelled, but we got some coin in store for instead. So the crew sound a little disappointed, but they generally agree. Yeah, the coin's worth it.
Samael kind of turns to the sailors that he can see on the board. I sincerely apologize for ending your shore leave so quickly.
No, it's alright, mate. As long as you give us the coin, no problem.
Of course. Thank you for being so understanding.
In the meantime, Pliny here will take you down to your cabin. You come, follow me. Pliny leads you all inside here and takes you down first to the... Hang on a second, I've lost you all.
We're drowning!
We're put in between the ship and the ship.
Bear with me just 1 minute because this is... I know what I am doing.
Do you, though?
The DM always knows what he's doing. It's the players.
Now we're in the void of darkness.
Yeah, first it takes you down through the cargo hold and down to this deck.
Oh,
I
great.
just realised that this is Specky.
Yeah, it's the closest I could get. I'm afraid there's not much room in here, but it's comfortable enough.
It'll do.
As you enter the room, you notice there's 4 bunk beds.
Oh god, I'm drowning!
How did you end up? Did you end up out there?
I don't know.
Yes, you're brought into the guest cabin, basically.
Well, I mean, a little more comfortable than at home. Slept on stone. Sometimes so it'll be fine.
Need be, I have my bedroll. It'll be alright.
I immediately scramble for a top bunk.
Midnight does that little thing that cats do where they go in circles for ages and then sit down, and then Squish does the same thing on top of Midnight.
Ardeth goes to the bunk underneath Anarchy and just lays down.
Alright. And there are beds left, I assume, or?
Yeah, there's 8 beds there. 8 beds there. So there's enough room for everyone.
Alright. Samael, of course. Sam, of
Need
course,
a hand?
takes a bottom bunk.
I was going to offer you a hand.
I'll be alright.
I know
Calf
how
and
difficult
Holly-
it can be
Take
vertically
this one.
being vertically challenged.
I've been like this for 5 years now. I've gotten used to that. He grabs onto the side of the bed and just like kind of flops down in it.
I imagine there's a little instance where your little feet just get kicked. And it's just all...
Ardeth kind of looks up and goes, rather impressive.
Oh, thank you, my dear.
So, how long do you think this will take?
Take a day, take a week.
Eon.
All depends on what clues we can find and what leads we can follow.
Yeah, I presume that the voyage. I mean, I'm no expert at navigating with ships. I would say we're out on sea about 3 days, maybe.
Ardeth sits up a little and goes, the mistress instructed us to find Sin.
Sin. Are you talking about the Final Fantasy X, son?
No. It's a different kind of sin.
Sin. So,
If you're looking for Sim, you can go back into town. There's a brothel and casino.
I'd like everyone... Actually not. I'd like Anarchy to roll a history check, please.
All right.
History.
you're telling me.
Do you remember the mistress saying something to you about Sin being one of her agents, but you don't remember much more beyond that?
Next, you're telling me to find. What's his name? Son of that queen. What's the name? The one that Raven Queen thinks is her son or something.
Ardeth just kind of gives you a strange look through her. You can just see her eyes just give you this strange look.
Look, I'm just trying to make levy.
Well, you failed miserably, my friend.
Yeah, I'm no bard.
I know Sin. I say it like I know it and like I'm old and wise and I'm like stroking my chin and nodding my head with my eyes closed, you know?
An 11-year-old knows sin. The only sin you know is stealing candy.
What, Miss Missy's friend? Maybe?
Ardeth just kind of tilts her head upwards at that. Basically look at you, Anarchy.
Yeah, I'm hanging upside down off the top bunk, by the way.
I would say you know Ardeth decently enough to know that she's gotten used to your antics, but she's not really someone who messes about.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, Miss Missy, I think, had a friend there. A friend who knew Sin was Sin. The image of Sin.
Again, they would be likely to be found in the brothel in town. And if they're the image of sin.
Well, From what the mistress told me, we need to head to a small town called Galdraid. The smugglers in the marshes. Sin is their leader.
Sin.
Alright.
So, there's an hour to go before you're due to set sail. Is there anything you want to do?
I want to check all the nooks and crannies of the ship and stuff, get to know it.
Okay.
Don't touch anything.
I'm just gonna look.
Jeremiah's going to accompany her. Just in case anything happens to you. Fairly certain that Miss Missy would be rather upset if you were harmed.
I'll be very sneaky.
No, just going to point out that you should all be able to move your tokens, so...
I will be the sneakiest.
Anyway, I should probably check for any spots that need a carpenter's attention.
You spend the next hour or so wandering around the ship, getting to know it.
Can I do that, but stealthily?
You can try.
If I failed, I was just gonna say
Yeah,
I
you do
tried, but I was
pretty
going,
well. You do
but I was
pretty
gonna
well
be like,
sneaking around.
Sneaking the whole time. But I did well, so I'm quiet.
Midnight
Yeah.
looks up to Squish.
Even Jeremiah doesn't notice that she's hiding.
Midnight looks up to Squish and moves to let her get up.
No. You gonna play, little boy? Alright, come on.
Midnight follows you up to wherever you're going.
I'm just checking him out down this wee corridor and rolling a ball around for him.
He chases it happily enough. He's still a baby after all.
Yeah, Jeremiah's looking. Jeremiah's looking the ship over, trying to see any spots where to set in where the wood has splintered.
Okay. Holly has gone up onto the top deck to just basically enjoy the sunshine.
With how well I rolled on my stealth, can I just quietly kind of stalk people? Not like our group. I mean like people who are doing their jobs on the ship.
Yeah, I'd say so. You basically notice a crew going about their business. Pliny in particular, he isn't really doing much. He's generally just a helper. They call him the third in command because Jenkins took him under his wing. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm just watching random people and checking out all the nooks and crannies very sneakily.
Okay.
I'm just gonna leave my token where it is because I don't want to move it everywhere.
Fair enough.
Yeah, same with Jeremiah. He goes all across the ship and basically makes a checklist of places he should probably put a little bit of care onto.
The hour passes fairly quickly. Isn't long before you're underway, and it really isn't that far of a voyage to the Maelstrom Islands. It's takes best part of the day to get there. I'd say about...
I never said I was a sailor.
It's taking about a day for you to get within visual distance of it. It's not very far. When all of a sudden you hear a cry from on deck. What's going on?
Storming on deck.
Oh no.
Yep.
Stealthily to the deck.
Katha is asleep, so he doesn't hear it, but Ardeth follows you all as you rush. Actually, I'll get in one place, so I'll just drag you up there. As you all... And that's a bad idea, because I'm just as well. Roll. Make your way up to the top deck.
We're in the void in between the ships.
I see everything!
So do I.
Bing! Yeah, you're rushing
Alright,
onto the
Anarchy,
deck.
want the bed.
Yeah.
It's mine now.
I was gonna move that bed back. I
My
should
comforter.
and not as a token.
You should have put it on the map layer.
Yeah, that's what I just said. Yeah, I just need to sort the music out. For some reason it's not. As you get up on deck, you notice a bubbling coming from the side of the ship.
Oh no.
No time to wait. No time to waste. Jeremiah jumps overboard.
Wait, what?
Do you really want to do that?
We're in the middle of the ocean, you idiot.
Do not jump overboard.
I thought we hadn't taken off yet.
No, we have. We've
Ah,
We're at sea.
Now we're at sea. Tie a rope around my waist. Let me just get down there and grab whatever is bubbling.
No, we don't know what it is yet.
You plunge into the water, and
Oh god.
you
Okay, do I have to roll up a new character now?
you come
Well,
face to
forgive me.
face with someone who looks very much like your captain. And I would like you to tell me what your AC is.
14.
Nice knowing you, Jeremiah.
Yeah, the Sawagin swipes at you, but it misses.
He tugs on the. I tug on the rope, and they are probably noticing that I want to get pulled up now.
Okay, anyone who's holding onto the rope, I would like you to roll a strength check for me.
I'm not helping at all. I'm leaning over like the railing going, eat him! Eat him! And you don't know who I'm talking to.
Bahamut, give me strength!
Samael, Ardeth and Squish, you try and you don't do that brilliantly, but Samael just, you basically land him like a prize bass, basically.
I mean, I thought we were playing.
Glory be
Bahamut,
Bahamut.
you wanted to play.
Yeah.
Glory be Bahamut. And then he looks over at Jeremiah. What were you thinking?
I thought someone went overboard.
So you jump overboard without a rope.
I'm still looking over the railing. What's the person who looks like our captain? What are they doing?
You can't see anything because they're under the water.
Okay, I'm leaning farther over the railings where it's just like, I'm like, you know when like
Yeah,
someone leans over
you-
something and it's like the railing is
Anarchy.
right in your
Yeah.
butt and your like
You can't-
feet are off the ground?
No, you can't see anything. Like I say, they're under the water.
Where's the crew?
The crew are basically just trying to keep things organised, keep the ship going at this point.
They're just not on the map. There's too many tokens.
Yeah, you've not got the tokens for him.
Okay.
The captain anywhere in sight?
The captain's currently at the helm.
Just use your imagination.
Yeah, I didn't have a
I
chance to get
wasn't
me.
certain if the captain.
Yeah, the captain's there. He's just going, what the bloody hell's going on down there?
We got company.
Company.
Another one of your race is on the side of the ship.
What?
Another Sahagin.
You think I jump overboard just because I feel like it?
I would.
Yeah, you would throw me overboard just for
No,
shits and giggles.
I would jump overboard for fun.
I see nothing at all right now for some reason.
As I'd like everyone to roll perception, please.
Hang on.
We're all gonna die.
Perception. Let's see. Anarchy. You suddenly hear a scrabbling from this side of the boat.
On the left side? Ah.
Yeah, from the port side. As Sahagin start popping up over the side. One of them grabs Holly from behind and clasps a metal collar around her neck.
Slavers.
And before you get a chance to react, he jumps off.
Oh no.
We lost Dee's character on the first day?
Oh.
The Saragin all start climbing on board. And I would like you to roll initiative, please.
Look, I find her annoying at times. Still, that doesn't give you the right to take her.
And what gave you the right to take ours?
What do you mean?
What else do you land dwellers do? Can you give me a second? I'm just gonna add turns for... because I know what I'm doing.
Thought I'd rolled initiative. No.
Yep,
I know what I'm doing. I say as I wing it.
Here is the very important question. Does Midnight act as a companion, or does he have his own initiative order?
He has his own initiative order.
Then I shall roll initiative for Midnight.
Oh, we are.
Oh no, Midnight!
At least he doesn't have to roll a D100.
He's still playing with his ball.
Okay, I'm just gonna quickly change the music.
Do smooth jazz.
This was actually a dating sim the whole time.
So I'm trying to find the right song. I had it ready. Like I said, I had the music ready and I've lost that track. There we go.
Oh, that track.
Samael, your first in return order.
I see.
I see.
Sorry. It's in the bathroom, forgot to put my mic back down.
Alright.
Alright, so. First up, it's going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay. And what form is it going to take?
It is going to take the form of water. No. A great axe.
Great axe. 1 second.
Oh, someone of my own liking.
And as it casts it, he's gonna go for the glory of Bahamut.
So you have to bear with me because it's not coming up with. Sorry about this.
Well, you can also use a not so great hack.
Yeah, just axe like.
Yeah, that's what I was just looking for. Okay, there we go. I'm just going to give you control over that.
Okay.
Who is Lizzie and why can I control them?
There we go. You should
I
be
am
able to.
uncontrollable. I am but
Alright.
a wild thing.
Yeah, I've got to add Squish. 1 second. You stop. Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
Thank you.
No problem. Next.
That's midnight, but okay.
Oh, Christ. Sorry. 1 second. Squish. Yep. Just bear me 1 second. And I thought this music would last longer. It's not.
Hmm?
1 second. Let's need to sort the music out again. Hang on. Very sorry about this.
Take your time.
Yeah, the jukebox is being a bit of a dick. Whenever you put things on repeat, it decides whether or not it wants to do it half the time.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, don't worry.
I
If
mean,
do
you
this
can
more
always
often,
use
you'll
his
get quicker.
strength of the Titans.
I found it. Found it. Okay, finish having these
that's
guys
right.
are
Say,
quite hard. I can. Right, so we'll boost the music a little. Right, next up is Orange. He's going to look around the party. Anarchy. Move forward. Could you give me a second? He goes in with his claws.
Ah!
Okay, that's 7. Does that hit?
No.
Gonna try and bite you. 16. Does that hit?
Yes.
The Saragin tries to swipe at you and misses, but as you dodge, he's able to catch your arm in his mouth.
1 second. I think I have a thing that rogues can do on a reaction.
Yep.
Yeah, uncanny dodge.
Yeah.
Okay, can you just pop that in the chat for me, please?
That's what I used on Sunday.
No, it's just so that the people at home can see.
So -5 then?
No, uncanny dodge only half the damage.
Yeah, so
two
you only
is
take
If
2.
you put it in chat, please, just so
Yes.
we can make certain everyone knows what it is.
Oh, so I write -2 in chat.
No.
You,
You,
next to the ability, there's a speech bubble. Just click that.
I'm very confused. I'm so sorry.
don't worry.
under features and traits,
Under features and traits. Okay.
there, if you hover over the words, if you're on the line, then on the right side you have a speech bubble and a cog.
Oh, okay. You want me to do that for
To click on the speech bubble
Yeah.
for
Yep.
uncanny dodge.
uncanny dodge? Let me find it real fast because I had it 2 seconds ago. It's a reaction. There it is. Womp.
And
Yep.
you take only 2 damage.
Yeah, you
Therefore,
only take 2.
Yeah. I already took
because
the 2 damage.
it's
So.
always rounded down.
Awesome.
Okay. That's all he can do. Next up, Jeremiah.
Well, even if she might seem annoying, Jeremiah steps in here, knowing full well that he's almost in a murder sandwich.
He's not.
I'm saying almost.
Yep.
And he swings his great axe at Orange.
Okay.
No one bites children under my watch.
Okay.
Aw.
That's 22. That hits.
Is he? Are we flanking right now?
Nope.
Nope.
No.
For that I would have to be here.
Right. Saragin snarls a little as he buries your axe in his back, but he's still stood.
Pulling it out, putting it in again.
24. Yep, that's 4 damage. Actually,
Yeah,
I'll take the 9 damage. I'll take the 9 damage on that.
Alright.
Yeah, you've done some pretty severe damage to this guy. He's still standing, but he's looking a bit unsteady. What the bloody hell's going on down there?
We have borders.
Oh, for God's sake. I can't... Somebody's keeping the ship... You'll have to deal with them.
We'll deal with them. You focus on not crashing us.
Okay, next up. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Jeremiah, before I move on?
Nope.
Okay, next up, Squish.
Okay. Okay, Medad, just like we practiced. And she's gonna go over here.
Yep.
And she's gonna go for this one.
Mm-hmm.
With an unarmed
The
strike.
unlabeled one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Right. 11, I'm afraid, misses.
That. Did I have to have a hit before I use Flurry of Blows?
So don't you have 2 attacks at level 5?
Do I?
I
I
believe
do.
so. Yeah.
Aha.
You get to strike twice.
Mwah!
16 definitely hits.
Then I shall use this then.
Okay.
So, whoopah.
17 definitely hits.
So it's 12 damage in total.
Okay. You hit him square where it hurts, but he staggers, but he's still standing and looking a little offended. Which is bad for you, because it's his turn now. He spins his trident round in his hand.
Wait, I get to do 2 of them.
Oh, right, yep, go on.
Clicked it. Why isn't it rolling? Oh, that's why.
8, yeah, that definitely hits. He starts to spin his trident round, but you caught him just at the right moment, and he nearly drops it. He's looking very hurt, right? He glares at you, steadies himself, and he tries to attack you. Actually, no, I'm going to homebrew on this one. It says that he should get multi-attack with his spear, but he lunges at you with his spear. Does 22 hit?
No. Yes, it does.
No.
You managed to dodge slightly, but he glances your leg with his spear.
Ow!
I'm going to kill you.
Not if I can help it.
Next up, Anarchy. This guy here just tried to eat you. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna try to stab him back with my short sword.
Okay.
You could have moved to the left and then stabbed him with the short sword. Then you would have been able to attack with advantage.
Oh, you're very right. That would have been smart, but you see, I'm not a smart man.
Can we roll this back, please?
I will allow
You
it.
generous DM.
Heck yeah. I haven't actually done a ton of combat in D&D, despite how much D&D I've played.
Before we do that though, Samael, I want you to do me a perception check. You don't notice anything. You feel a slight warmth, but that's about it.
Dislike that. Okay. Do I roll again?
Yeah, you should have multi-attack. 12 hits,
Awesome.
And that's 99 plus your sneak attack. That's 20.
Well, if he sees me coming, it's not a sneak attack.
What?
Well,
no, he's facing Jeremiah.
He's turned around after I
Yeah, he's distracted.
turned
So
the back into a kebab shop.
Oh.
Yeah, you've basically created a filet fish.
Should I put my sneak attack thing in the chat?
No, there's no
No,
need.
But you now have to kind
Really
of disable it for any second attacks that you do now.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Is there anything else I can do?
Depends what bonus actions have you got.
Let's check out this sucker. Yeah, I have 2 weapon fighting.
Yeah, but I think that's against one enemy.
Yeah, that's...
Okay.
Yeah.
At least that's how I play it on Sundays.
Well, you can use it as a bonus action as long as you have something on your offhand.
Oh, I do not. Okay.
Yeah.
So nope, I can't really do anything else.
So if you had
Okay,
a
next
dagger
up
in the other hand.
is Red. He's noticed this little goblin fighting his leader. He's moving to position.
Oh no!
And he's going to try an attack with his spear. 6. Does that hit?
No.
Yeah, he just goes wide and folds it straight into the deck. Next up, Green. Green noticed his comrade getting shanked to death, but is more worried about a big barbar in front of him. 4. Man. Oh, I'm just gonna have to.
And could I please?
Yeah, you gotta give me a second.
Badly fumbled.
Yeah, I just have to roll for WP. 1. Yeah, he just kind of stumbles and goes wide, but that's about it, really. He just looks a little
Hypothetically,
embarrassed.
wouldn't the 1 in this case be double bad? Anyway,
I'm not sure that's how that works.
No.
A double nat 1.
Well, to be
Next.
fair, the severity is the higher the number, the worse. I think
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
maybe we'll homebrew if they roll in that 1 on a D100, they don't fumble as bad.
Yeah. He just looks sheepish, and now it's Ardeth's turn. She just glares over Selgin, takes a step forward, turns to the side, and casts. 1 second. Lightning bolt.
Oh,
So, 8d6. 1
yeah,
second.
if they make the saving throw.
Mm-hmm. See, that's 8d6.
Lightning ignites flammable objects.
Gonna say we're on a ship, so it should be okay. She's aiming it off the ship, so nothing's gonna catch fire.
I don't think there are any powder kegs up here.
No.
Lightning
You got no
ignites
gunpowder.
flammable objects in that area that aren't being worn or carried. The floor is
We
wood.
didn't
It
set the
won't
wood on
affect-
fire on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry about it. What?
Yeah, I cast lightning bolt twice. Remember?
True.
Nothing set on fire.
27 damage.
And the DM didn't set the
So
forest on fire.
So that's a dex saving throw, so I have to roll 3 dex saving throws for these dudes.
Yep.
Well, fail and
They've all failed.
Yeah.
And you
well,
just watch this discharge of lightning just fling them off the ship, basically. Roasting them alive.
Yeah.
I'm just going to delete them because it's easier.
The railing's a little singed, however.
Yeah. Next up, Midnight. Your mistress is in danger.
Okay. Midnight is going to Gollum over here. Thump, thump, thump. And then he's gonna dig in his little claws, he's gonna open his little mouth and make the most adorable little squeaky roar.
oh my god, I have to find that now.
Right,
15
15-foot cone. What about
Right,
this?
15-foot cone 15-foot line that is 5 feet wide.
It's a line, yeah. So it's
Oh,
just
line,
in
right.
The line, not a cone.
Yeah.
Not like a cone
Okay, then.
cold.
So we've got to do the DC 11 for these dudes. So that's. Right. It's 15 damage, so. Green. Basically. 1 second. Green just squeals in pain as the acid. He gets a full brunt of the acid. But purple. Not so bad.
Ow.
He only... Ah! What the hell? Who cares a dragon ship?
That is a good boy. I knew your training would pay off midnight. You get a dragon tweet after this.
Next up is purple. He's just been splashed with acid and notices the goblin is basically cheering on the little brat who did this. He's going to take a step.
Oh no.
Anarchy doesn't get an attack of opportunity?
Yes, Anarchy does.
Yay! I was wondering. Alright, and do I just roll my normal attack?
Yep.
Yep.
Awesome. Whomp.
21 definitely hits.
Only the 7. I don't think
Yeah, just a
sneak attack does work.
Yeah, you already used sneak attack on your turn.
Yeah.
You only have it once per round.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else? Like... Oh no, never mind. He's gonna take a. He's gonna try and bite. Squish first. 19. Does that hit?
Yep.
That's 4 piercing. And as he sinks his fangs into you, he tries through his claws. 16.
Just hits, yes.
And rakes them across your chest, doing 8 damage in total.
Ow!
Next up, Samael.
Alright. Well. Going to position my spiritual weapon there. And Self. There. On top of that enemy.
Yeah. I think we can remove that one for now.
Yeah, I'll get rid of him.
And I'm going to attack with my spiritual weapon against purple.
Okay. 14 hits.
Take 6 force.
Okay, 6 force damage.
And then I'm going to hit him with my mace. And I'm assuming that does.
Oh no.
As you're doing that, you hear the splash of more Sahuagin leaping up onto the ship. 10 does not hit, I'm afraid.
Turn to... After I miss, I turn to see the others.
Yeah.
You bloody lot, bring it on!
And I'm just going to quickly add these guys to the initiative.
We have green and green.
The green team. They've arrived.
Yeah.
Sorry. I think I did on 17.9.
Ooh, that initiative.
1 second. We'll wait till we get to the... Actually, I'll rearrange it now. So. Okay, Samael, is there anything else you wish to do?
That is all I can do now.
Okay. Next up, Jeremiah.
First, I would like to try and finish off purple.
Okay.
With my lovely little great axe.
Yeah, your little great axe.
Well, as you can tell by the image, it's
Yep.
not massive.
16 hits, that's 9 damage to purple. You basically slam it into his chest and he crumples. 1 second.
And then regular green, not green yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Get the great axe to the face.
Okay.
And should probably be
yeah.
hitting the deck as well.
Not quite. You see, you aimed for his face, you basically decapitated him. His head has sort of hit the staircase here.
Well,
A little bit
now we
there,
have
a
a
little bit
bowling
there.
ball.
Okay, anything else you'd like to do?
And as he notices the splashing behind him, he... More of you.
We're having sushi tonight, boys.
I think the captain might take offense to them.
I'd say roll perception.
They took Miss Holly. I don't care if they're offended.
Perception. Yeah, you can hear ruckus going on up here, and you can definitely hear cursing in Aquan.
Let's just hope they're not getting there.
Next up, Squish.
Squish.
Just gonna, for a little free action, look over to midnight and go goodbye. I'm gonna come over. Yeah.
Yep.
And then I am going to go. Whoopah!
Okay, 1 second. 14, that hits on blue.
Mm-hmm.
1 second. Okay, is there anything else you'd like to do?
Yeah, I want to do a second. Oh no!
You know what I would like to hear, please? 53. Let's see. You try to land a second blow, but he's kind of reeled, and as you spin around, you kind of stub your toe and take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
Ow! Okay. Do I still get my bonus action?
Yes, you do.
Okay. In that case, I will use the bonus unarmed strike. Pow. And I
Yep,
want
7.
to use Fury of the Small.
Yep, go for it.
Where is it?
Can link you that for us.
Oh! Damn, I forgot something I could have done against that natural one, but it doesn't matter now. So, I do extra 5 damage.
Yeah, you basically punch him right in the mummy daddy button. Which is no meat and feet on a fish. That's really hot. But yeah, he's still there. He's still holding on. Next up is Red. He's wincing and purely reflexively, he's going to try and swipe at you with his claws. Does 15 hit?
Hit me? Yes.
Right.
It meets it, it beats it.
Yeah, 5 slashing damage, please. And he's going to take another swipe. 6, does that hit?
Nope.
Okay, the first strike manages to catch you on your arm. Next one goes wide. Next up is Blue. He's looking at you with such a glare as he leans forward to try to bite you. 12.
Misses.
And with that, he tries with his claws. 14.
Misses.
Yeah, punching him in his prawn balls did not help. Next up,
You
Anarchy.
got a little wobbly there.
Okay, Lizzie, Anarchy, you.
Heck yeah. Alrighty. I'm gonna go ahead and take out my little short bow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take a shot at the one without a color.
Okay,
I don't know which one that one is.
that's just calling clear.
Clear. Transparent.
10, I'm
Aw.
afraid that misses. Your arrow sails straight past him.
That's a bad miss.
Next up is Clay. He just noticed this little pipsqueak trying to shoot him, so he's just gonna jump forward and try and use his spear on you. 14, does that hit?
Ah, misses.
Okay, he just plants it straight into the stair rail behind you.
I blow a raspberry at him.
Next up is Ardeth. She looks to Red, draws her sword, and she is going to have a go at him, and misses. He's a bit too slippery, but there we go. And that's all she can do. I need to get rid of him because he's dead. Next up, Midnight.
Okay. First off, let me do this. Okay, no, he does not get his thingy back. So,
Okay.
Mama's in danger.
She jumps right
Yeah.
into.
He's gonna go for blue.
Okay. Okay. Bite. Yeah, that hits. Ooh, 7. Yeah. Blue crumples. The bite alone finished him off, but you just watch as his flesh melts around his throat. He's dead.
Good boy, Midnight.
Next up is Yellow. Yeah, he's just seen what happened, and he wants to make some dragon kebab. 21, does that hit?
That hits.
He lunges with his spear, catching Midnight's shoulder. 7 damage, please.
He's on 20 hit points now.
Next up, Samael.
Alrighty. So, going to position Virtual Arc over there and attack Yellow.
Okay.
Okay.
20 hits.
My turn.
3 force damage. Yeah, it slams into him, but doesn't really do too much.
And then going to move over here around this guy
Yeah.
and beat him with my mace. Fiddle.
Okay.
Come on. Wrong button.
19 hits.
24 hits especially.
Well,
Yeah,
it'd have to be disadvantage. I'm in
Advantage.
daylight.
As you get behind him, you basically crack him across the back of his legs, and he kind of caves a little, but he's still standing.
Ooh, I
Next-
hate that sort
is
of
it-
stuff. Ugh.
Is there anything I should like to do?
That's all I can do for the game.
Okay. Next up, Jeremiah.
He was a
Step
bullfrog,
one.
wasn't he?
Move here. Step 2.
Annihilate.
Yellow.
Okay.
12.
That meets it, beats it.
Alright. That's 12. Slashing
Okay.
to yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Still standing.
Yeah, he's still going.
Well, And second verse, same as the first.
20 definitely hits.
But just catching him a little bit.
Yeah, your first
worse.
blow was pretty good, but second one you just kind of glance his shoulder. He's badly injured, but he's still standing. Anything else you'd like to do?
Just shouting over to Anarchy, you got this one. Right? Apparently not.
I've got it. I've got it. I was just thinking about my answer. Because you always say the adults are talking, and I can be serious too.
Alright.
Okay, next up, Squish.
Daughter, my baby. Ah. Pew.
I think Squish is about to have a breakdown.
So you've aimed at yellow,
Yep.
9 bludgeoning. You remember in Final Fantasy VII Mission Abridged when Tifa attacks Reno on top of the Sector 7 pillar?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that happens. You obliterate his joy department, and he crumples to the deck dead.
Well,
What height
not
are these
that,
guys?
that cares about his joy
Sahuagin tend to be about 5-6 foot roundabout.
So I literally am at that height. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, you're just at the right just at the right position to get him. So,
I'm going to turn to red and use my second attack. Whoop-ah!
okay.
End of the
18
joy
hits.
division.
And then I'm going to use a key point for flurry of blows. So
Okay.
that's 1, 2, so 9 and 10. Misses a bit.
Yeah, they miss. It was a good attempt, but yeah, nothing doing after that first punch, I'm afraid. Next up is Red, and he's not happy. He's going to try and take a swipe at you. Sorry, at Squish. 13, does that hit?
Misses.
Right. And then he's going to take another
Yeah, that's
Hits.
Okay. I got that in reverse order, but yeah. 4 slashing damage, please.
Stop hitting me! Ah!
Next up. Well, you didn't keep destroying our reproductive organs.
I'm short. Where else am I supposed to go? Your knees?
Yes! Next up, Anarchy.
Heck yeah, I'm gonna go for that short sword again.
Okay.
With advantage because it's
With
flanked.
advantage, because we are flanking. Why?
Well, 13.
Yep, 13 meets it.
Oh, 13 hits?
beats
Oh,
it,
good.
so yeah, that's 5 damage. And anything else you'd like to do?
Again, I don't think. Is there anything else I can do?
You could hypothetically disengage.
I'm sorry, you cut out. I technically just what?
You could
Technically,
disengage.
you can disengage and run away.
Why would I do that? I'm fine.
You were asking what you could do. Not if it made sense.
Now I'm just getting a closer look at Anarchy's token, and I love how the token looks completely unhinged.
You guys are kind of cutting out in and out for me. I have no idea what's happening.
Jurnis likes your token.
Thanks.
But yeah, you could bonus action disengage to get some distance, or that would practically be your turn.
Yeah, no, I think I'm good where I'm at.
Okay.
Okay. Next up is Mr. Sahuagin here. He's just had this little pipsqueak try to shank him. He's not too happy. He's going for a bite. 6, does that hit?
Nope.
And then he's going to take another swipe, and 8 misses, I'm guessing.
Nope. I'm gonna blow 2 raspberries at him as I dodge both of these.
We should have taken this one. Next up is Ardeth. Ardeth just looks towards Red, sticks her hand out, and casts Firebolt. And that hits for 8 damage. And she just hits for Saturday Night Fish Fry, basically.
Oh. So are we gonna keep one of them alive to like question or no?
It's up to you. And with that, that's Ardeth's turn. Next up, Midnight.
Is Red still alive?
Red's still alive.
Okay. First things first. Okay. So he's gonna go T-dump, and he's going to try and bite.
12 meets it, beats it.
Ah!
6. Yeah, Midnight tries to go for the throat, but doesn't quite make it. Instead, you just see his teeth sink into Sahuagin's shoulder, and you can see the acid eating away at the flesh, but he's still standing. Barely.
Tough little
Party a
bastard.
little bit.
And it's his turn. And he's not very happy with the little dragon. And he's going to try and pay him back. And... yep.
Utterly
Roll
misses.
for WP, please.
Yep,
Ah, my
WP.
baby! Ah!
Rolling severity.
36. Yeah.
It's not bad.
He tries to bite Midnight, but Midnight's too agile. He's a wiry little thing. And with that, that's the Sahuagin's turn. Next up, Samael.
Alright. Since that side's covered, there you go. And
Boom.
so wing!
Meets it,
12.
beats it. Roll some damage, please.
Boom!
Your axe spins wildly as it gashes into his chest, but that's all it does. It pulls out with a sickening squelch, but yeah, he's still alive, but very hurt. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Yep.
Okay.
Damn it.
That misses, I'm afraid.
By Bahamut, why won't you die?
Next, is there anything else you'd like to do?
That's all I got.
Okay, next up, Jeremiah. You got 2 half-dead Sahuagin on the deck. What are you gonna do?
Am I going to be spoiled for it, or am I...
Scully, why are you sitting on my arts and crafts?
Meow.
That's a hot glue gun.
Oh dear.
It's not plugged in, but like.
That's a
She's
little bit
sitting
better.
on my yarn stuff, my scissors, a couple of buttons, my hot glue gun, a lot of cardboard. This is
Ooh.
my life now.
Well, I think I'm going to help out and get clear. Cut down. Great X. Nope, misses.
Yep.
Second try, same as the first. That should hit.
Yep. Roll some damage, please.
That's 8 slashing damage.
Okay. You swing your axe straight into his neck, and again, head lands here.
You kind of like it when the heads fly.
Hey, it's fun. Next
You're like
up,
Demo man.
is there anything else you'd like to do, Jeremiah?
Nobody's starting to hum the lumberjack song into Python Flying Circus.
Your choice. Next up,
lumberjack and I'm a
Squish. Your turn.
boom.
Don't hurt my baby! Ah!
That definitely hits, and I have to say, how do you want to do this?
Okay. Basically this is the one who shouted at not going for the Joy Division, so I'm going to jump as high as I can and try and punch him in the face. As hard as I
Okay.
can.
As you jump up, you basically pull off what can only be described as some Fist of a North Star type moves, and you basically knock him back, his head back that far. You hear the snap of his spine.
You are already
And-
dead.
He just
Shindaru.
he just slumps forward, dead.
Great.
Could have
And
done a
with
Hadouken or a Shoryuken.
With that, combat is over.
Well, we still have to get Holly back.
Give me a second. I need to change music. You hear You hear Captain Shelltooth run down these stairs. His trident covered in blood, and it's clear he's had some borders of his own up here on the poop deck. You didn't leave any survivors.
I thought about it, but they kept trying to bite me.
Well, wait, where'd the other one go?
It took Holly.
Well, that's something at least.
What?
She won't.
Why did I go to Willow's voice?
I don't know.
Look, I managed to get some information out of the ones attacking me. They're taking Holly to be sacrificed.
Taking her where?
It's a place I can't go.
Can you get us close? We could...
I can
Take a
take
long-
you there, but once I get you to the needles, you're gonna be on your own.
We'll be fine with that.
Is it
You have to understand.
physical reasons or like social? Why can't
I
you
was
do that?
My mother was the chief priestess of my tribe. My brother had me. He was due to become the next chief. And he had me exiled because I wished to explore beyond the Maelstrom Islands.
And technically, he gave you just what you wanted.
Pretty much, yes, but I can't really return, and the spires are our sacred ground.
Your brother sounds like an asshole.
You don't know the half.
Do
Samael.
they like strangers?
I'll give you a hint. You just got an idea of our kind of...
Oh.
Very, very kind.
Mm.
Very
I-
welcoming.
A very bitey greeting.
Exactly.
No.
And if what I've heard is true, then... we really do need to save your friend.
Miss Missy
We
would
will.
be upset if I didn't bring back Miss Holly.
That's good.
As much as I don't want her around, it would be terrible to let her end like this.
We will find. We will get her back. How long will it
Shelty.
take to get there?
Not long. It probably won't be. But they'll probably get there about an hour or so ahead of us. The sacrifice will not be immediate. It will take time to awaken Sekola.
Sekola. That sounds like an actual thing and not just a phantom deity.
I would like anyone to roll religion check for me, please.
Come on, high roll.
I know how the alphabet works. I could do it.
Okay.
God damn it!
Everyone except Samael, you know that Sekola is a giant demonic shark deity that swims in the eighth circle of the abyss. The eighth plane of hell, sorry.
Why would I know that?
I do not know, but you all know that Sekola is the Sawagin god. And he's definitely real, but as far as you know, he should still be in the plains of Avernus.
Big, scary shark demon lord, and I do big chomping hands.
Yes.
Pretty much, yes. But
Well, we should be prepared. I suggest you all get down to the barracks down below and get some rest.
I brought my bed
Cover.
with me, but I had to put it back.
the DM is going to deal with that in time for next week's session, because that's a pretty good place to leave it, I think.
Oh. Yay!
So, play the game.
Play the game.
Lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of pulled out my backside at that particular moment.
Are you just a bit in game of alert?
Next up, fumble of the game.
Didn't really have any major fumbles, did we?
I wouldn't
Not
say
this
so.
time.
Well, there was that one enemy who rolled 2 1s in a row. The one was severity, so I guess it wasn't that bad.
Jeremiah
Could be
was
that
attacked.
guy I kept making fun of.
Well, we could always go with a cleric that knows nothing about religion.
Hey,
Shut up! I'm drawing a blank, alright?
Okay, and any theories, ideas as to what's going on?
Well, I mean, I hope we can get back.
Ships are being attacked in the middle of the ocean so that they could take people to sacrifice to their giant shark deity thing so that they could keep it at peace so their village won't die?
or they're trying to help him get stronger so he can escape.
Yeah, there's 2 options here. Either they fear him or they love him and wish for him to destroy all. They wish for him to just go ham.
To me, it sounds more like they want him
They want him to go
to
ham.
wreak havoc.
Any other theories about party members or anything else?
Holly is Holly.
I didn't quite catch that, Cork.
Holly is Holly.
Oh, yeah.
Will Dee be able to join us next week? Do we know?
I really hope so.
We will have to see.
Because the next episode's gonna have a big moment for Holly. So
Oh,
Yeah.
is Dennis
Yeah,
playing
being
Holly?
strapped to an altar to be sacrificed tends to be a big moment.
That does seem like a big thing. Nah, it's happened to me twice this week.
Dear,
Then
Dee,
then
if you're
you
listening,
take
clear your
care
schedule.
of an elf.
I didn't quite catch any of that because everyone was talking at once.
I said
Dee, if you-
sacrifices aren't that uncommon. It's happened to me twice this week. It's only Tuesday.
Fair enough.
And I said, Dee, if you're listening, clear your schedule.
Clear your schedule, or I'll clear you.
Now we'll just go and kidnap him.
I know where he lives. It's not as creepy as I'm trying to make it sound. I drop him off at home sometimes.
Yeah. We need Dennis and we need D for next week.
Yeah.
I wish.
Because I really didn't know what to do with Car for this week, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I mean, Jeremiah wants to save Holly, even though he finds her very, very annoying.
Gracious, I'm probably gonna go take a nap after this.
I'm
I didn't
going to
sleep
bed
last
after
night.
this.
No, I think that covers everything. So, if
And
our
it can
lovely
only
hosts.
get worse or get adorable.
Maybe both. So, that's it from me. So, if our hostess would like to lead us out.
No, it's the DM's job to
Yeah, take charge.
Fair
Step
enough.
up.
Okay. Going from who I've got straight in front of me, we would like to hear a good night from Anarchy.
Oh, bye! Or good night, one of those.
A good night from Jeremiah.
Good night, and who let the dogs out?
Yep, that was my
A
dog.
good
Sorry.
a good night from Samael.
Hey, Bahamut, guide and watch over you.
A good night from Squish.
Good night. I might rethink this voice.
A good night from Midnight. And a good night from me. Good night.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.